In this video, I'm gonna go through drum tuning, getting the best sounding drums for your church, your room, the style of music that you are playing week to week. There's also a great resource in the description. It's a free drum tuning guide. Make sure you check that out. It will go hand in hand with what we are talking about today. One of the first things I do when I sit behind the kit is I'm just gonna listen to the kit as a whole. Probably take my in-ears out. I want to hear them at the source, and then I will go from there. All right, that sounds pretty good. I will probably start with the kick and just kind of work my way around the kit, starting with the kick and just fine tune in a couple things. So on the kick itself, it's a pretty good sounding kick. One of the things I will notice is, hey, are any of these lugs loose? Do I see any wrinkles in the head? I do see a few wrinkles on this batter side. And so I'll tighten up the lug to where I see the loose wrinkle. Try to get pretty even head. Same thing with the resonant head on the front. I'll take a peek, make sure there's nothing loose, get it pretty even, and then make sure, you know, the kick mic, if you have a kick out mic, isn't like rubbing up against the head or anything like that. Don't want to tear the head. Then from there, I'll just kind of work my way around the kit. Go through the snare, see if there's any The pitch of every lug, my desire is to get those sounding as close as possible. Might use something like a TuneBot just as a reference. Throw that on there, see where everything's at. All right, that's hitting around 255 hertz. It's not. Give it a second. Sometimes it'll recalibrate itself. It's actually around 170. I had a feeling we were gonna be around that 180, 183 mark, so that's totally fine. Again, just giving me a good reference point. I'll work my way through toms. I hear a little weird overtone. Again, working my way around each lug. Cool. Gets out some of those weird overtones. These are fairly new heads. They're actually brand new heads. And so something to keep in mind is if you put new heads on before a rehearsal, it's not like a tune it once and forget it. These heads are breaking in. So as you play, they're going to continue to settle in. So I would recommend after the first rehearsal or after the first service or something, if you have time, go back through, kind of listen to everything, because I guarantee you stuff has moved, stuff has changed, and it's just always mindful to, you know, keep an eye on that stuff. Cool, pretty happy with that. You know, if I had any weird overtones, I might use something like an E-ring, you know, throw that on the snare. Kind of chokes it a little bit. There's other aspects like a moon gel. I might take a moon gel here and throw it on my rack tom. It's taking a lot out of it. Another option, if you don't have a moon gel or an E-ring, probably got gaff tape. Take a piece of gaff and throw it on the drum itself. To dampen it a little bit if needed. Cymbal placement, cymbal choices. Obviously, be mindful when you hit this cymbal, it's not gonna hit this mic just because that would get annoying to hear the cymbal hitting the mic itself. Cymbal choice, as well as like drum head choice, I would lean into the style of music that your church is playing, the sound of that. If it's a little more gospel influence, I might go clear heads on the drums with some brighter cymbals, some smaller cymbals. If it's a little more CCM, like Bethel, Belonging Co., that sort of thing, I might do coated heads for a little punchier, warmer sound. You could get away with doing some bigger cymbals. Be very mindful of your room, how big your stage is, how loud you're playing, and just taking all that into consideration. Once I've got everything kind of set, dialed in, I'm gonna throw my ears in. I'm probably gonna ask the front of house guy if he's ready for a line check or a sound check. And then from there, I would just work my way around the kit, giving him what he needs, And always keeping in mind that myself, the front of house guy, the worship pastor, everybody's going for the same goal. Everybody wants it to sound as good as it can. And so be okay with feedback from somebody. Be okay with being told, hey, you're playing too loud. Check yourself on that. See if you can pull some of that back. If the front of house guy's saying, hey, this floor tom sounds weird, don't be prideful in your tuning. Work with him. Get the best sound for your church. So like I said, I'll work my way through the kit, kind of a normal sound check, and yeah, we'll go from there. Cool. So really just after hearing those, I'm gonna make any other tweaks that I might have heard with the processing, dialing my mix in, asking for feedback, getting ready for service. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Just a reminder, there is a free drum tuning guide that we've put in the description. It's a great resource. There's also some other great in-depth videos of drum tuning in the MxU library and on that platform. Check those out. We'll see you in the next one.